sitting here trying to figure out what the hell is going on with YouTube's notifications. Cause I had no idea. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't got no idea, man. I'm sitting here trying to figure out because I had it like literally. It's like I'm not supposed to go live. I'm not supposed to drop videos, and I'm not supposed to like make shorts. It's like the shorts are doing better than everything else I'm doing. But I'm not trying to make this a shorts channel. I'm just putting out shorts to kind of help boost just anything I do. So I'm sitting here confused. Like, I thought I had this YouTube algorithm figured out, but like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I'm back at I'm back at square one. I'm back at square one, but the thing is, like, I'm at square one and I'm more confused than before. You know? Like, this is weird. Like, I don't get it. And honestly, to see where I was and to see where I'm at now, I ain't gonna lie, I'm questioning the future right now. I'm questioning the future right now because I'm putting in a lot of work. I'm putting in a lot of work and it's not going nowhere right now. It was going somewhere before, but it's not going nowhere right now. And I gotta sit there and ask, like, what happened? Like, what went wrong? You know? I don't know what is going on with these YouTube notifications. I have no idea. I don't even know how to research this. So, might as well make some videos, man. No, honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna be here for 2 hours. That video from We Love Hip Hop, turns out it was just a reaction to the 5 Kendrick fans versus 1 Drake fan. That's pretty much what it's come down to. So, cause I ain't gonna lie, like the video's like what, 26 minutes. Knowing me, if I do a reaction, that's an hour easy. So, it is what it is. We got J. Cole talking some BS. That's cool. Is it that I'm cussing? Is it that I'm cussing is the reason why, like, the videos are not, like, doing what they're supposed to do? Is that why? Because, listen, it's hard not to cuss, man. It's hard not to talk my ish. Because I'm just, like, when I'm doing this, it's a freestyle. I'm just flowing. But I'm not a rapper. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, is that the reason why? Like, am I not supposed to cuss for real? Do you understand how hard it is for me not to cuss? Even though I have full control over the words that I'm speaking when I'm talking. But sometimes I just want to. It's like comedic relief in a sense. Like, sometimes I just want to cuss. Like, is it because I can't do it? That's crazy. And then when I'm editing on CapCut, I can't use external, like, sounds, or I'm gonna have to pay for CapCut Pro. And then what's that other one? Caden Live. Oh my god. Man, let's get to some videos, bro. Let's get to some videos, man. What's good, Josh? How you feeling? I'm sorry, man. I don't know what's going on with the notifications. I ain't gonna lie, it's pissing me off. Like, the fact that these notifications are not working is really starting to piss me off right now. I ain't gonna hold you. I think it's because I'm doing too much. I think it's because I'm doing too much because I'm doing all three. I'm dropping videos, going live, and dropping shorts. Those are the three things you can do on YouTube. I don't know if it's because I'm doing all three specifically that's why the notification's not working, but I'm gonna need YouTube to cut that out because I'm trying to work over here. You know, I'm gonna need YouTube to fully cut that out because that's not fair. That's not fair at all. So, man, let me just talk about this J. Cole garbage. I seen a couple HHSB crew videos. Drake getting cooked by UMG in appeal response. I got an interesting video. I have a video here that's gonna be for members only too, so I'm excited about that one as well. What we gonna do, man? What we gonna do? Like, should I stop going live? Is that the reason why? Like, should I just focus on videos and shorts? Like, is that what's going on right now? Cause I'm sitting there trying to figure it out, and I don't even know. Oh, also it's raining, so the connection, like the internet, God knows what's gonna happen to the internet right now, because it's raining outside, and plus we had a thunderstorm last night, so don't be surprised when like I disappear. You know what I'm saying? Man, I said don't stop going live. Well, nigga, what do I do? Because it's the shorts, like the shorts have more views than anything else. I'm not getting views on lives. I'm not getting views on videos no more. So I gotta sit here and ask questions. You know? That's just it. Anyway, let's watch this video. What's good, Quickie? How you feeling? All right, let me hit this record button. We're gonna get started right now, y'all. Let's go ahead and get started, bro. Let's get started because apparently Drake is getting cooked by UMG again. Big 2026, and we're still here. Now I don't need to watch the Chicks video. I'm gonna try and stay away from Chicks videos, but please understand when it comes to the Chicks videos, the nigga's getting views, bruh. What do you want me to do? He's getting views. I'm trying to get views too, nigga. Like shit. I'm trying to get views, bruh. God damn. So yeah, I might react to a couple Chicks videos. Sorry, not sorry. God damn it. You think I'm gonna sit there and watch this man get 75,000 views, and I'm gonna sit there and wonder, I don't know if I should watch it. Watch it, nigga. Man, I'm gonna have to cut out that whole part. So Drake is getting cooked by UMG again in an appeal response. Man, let me tell you something, bro. We don't need to be here 2 years later. Let's get that out the way. Like, this battle been happened 2 years ago. We already had the anniversary for Like That. All right? So why is it that we are still here? Please understand, Drake fans. The reason why we're still talking about the battle is because of Drake. Because of what he's doing, going against the grain. You don't sue hip-hop. Yes, I know he's suing UMG. But what you're not understanding is that you're suing. And you're suing something that is like a cultural algorithm. You can't go against the grain. You can't change and modify things no matter who you are or how hard you try. You can't. If you just understand that, focus on your music and stop crying and complaining about your past like you just dealt with a bad ex, then yo, you can move on to better pastures, I guess. I don't know. But look, let's go ahead and get started. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the vibe. You tapped in with your favorite Canadian reaction channel and network. Man, let's go ahead and get started.
Drake has been cooked so much by UMG, I had lost count. It was recently reported that Drake had submitted an appeal, and UMG has responded to it. Now, in this response, they talk about how Drake is trying to undermine hip hop and trying to get at UMG for still promoting the song Not Like Us. So we're going to take a look exactly at what they said so we could get the clearer message. It says here, although Drake has used UMG's platform to attack Lamar in equally incendiary terms, he now claims UMG defamed him by releasing the recording, that the track violates NY penal law, and that UMG's promotion of it violated NY general business law, GBL 349. The district court dismissed. Applying settled New York law, it recognized that whether the statements convey fact or opinion depends on full context, including forum, tone, language, and surrounding circumstances. The court correctly held that Not Like Us, a diss track released during the rhetoric-drenched rap feud and full of hyperbole, boast, and insults, would be understood by a reasonable listener as opinion. Drake does not show otherwise on appeal. Instead, he seeks to strip words from their context and deem them actionable defamation. If anyone,
it's like we have to go back and say this again. The way that they're trying to label this is they're trying to label it as a one-sided case. This is a battle where both lanes were open and both artists were walking on those lanes to go and invade each other's castle. One was successful, another one wasn't. You said this. He said this. You had 3 warnings letting you know it can get messy, so keep it friendly. And you ignored 3 warnings. 2 on the first song he dropped, because he knew you're going to listen to this one a lot. He gave you 2 warnings on the first song, and then the second song, he spent damn near the whole track warning you, and you still didn't listen. And then come to Friday, or come to Saturday, or Friday going into Saturday, you drop Family Matters. So he says, cool, since you don't want to listen, and I'm already prepared for you, like he warned you in 616 LA, here's Meet the Grams. And then to stomp out next day.
Anyone anywhere might treat them as factual. That is not the law, and Drake's view would critically undermine highly creative art form built on exaggeration, insult, and wordplay. Drake's penal law and GBL argument fare no better. The court should affirm the dismissal. And they seriously cooked this guy towards the end. Drake's view would critically undermine a highly creative art form. They are saying that Drake is trying to undermine hip hop, trying to say all of these things just to say that he don't respect the art form. And to be honest, you would expect more from a guy.
I study rap battles for a living. You said that when you sat in front of your boyfriend, LeBron James. That's what you said. I study rap battles for a living. You lied to your friend.
Who studied rap battles for a living? I mean, and people always talk about, oh, everybody is dragging this out. Everybody is dragging this conversation out, the battle out. Bro, he's the one in court for a lawsuit. He's undermining hip hop because he lost the rap battle. And the whole point.
Say that part again, please.
Everybody is dragging this out. Everybody is dragging this conversation out, the battle out. Bro, he's the one in court for a lawsuit. He's undermining hip hop because he lost the rap battle. And oh, everybody is dragging this out. Everybody is dragging this conversation out, the battle out.
Tiff,
bro, he's the one in court for a lawsuit. He's undermining hip hop because he lost the rap battle. And the whole point of this situation, and the reason why I want to bring this up too, is because people had this recent conversation about why is everybody talking about the battle? Why is everybody talking about the situation still 2 years later? Bro, because he's in court still suing for it. He's still in court right now trying to sue and trying to appeal. This is ridiculous, bro. And then they wonder why we cover this situation. They wonder why we still talk about it, because he doesn't let it go. He doesn't let it go. He refuses to let it go. He keeps bringing it up, and UMG keeps cooking him. Now they're saying that he don't even respect the art form. He don't even respect the craft. He is undermining it to get advantage. He is undermining it to try to sue and try to get some money out of it. I think the biggest argument that he had in this lawsuit was over his contract, over the money, over the negotiation. He's always tried to point that out. I mean, they talk about it right here. They say that Drake does not show otherwise on appeal. Instead, he seeks to strip words from their context and deem them actionable defamation. He keeps trying to isolate Not Like Us, tries to talk about it in its individual self. However, you can't talk about the battle just towards one song. You got to talk about how we got there. We got to talk about all the songs. We got to talk about tailor-made freestyle and how you told Kendrick to diss you that way. You know, how did we get to this point? But he's constantly trying to undermine the situation because he doesn't respect hip hop enough to try to understand that he lost the battle and he shouldn't be suing in the first place. And it gets to the point where you start to think, why doesn't he just let it go already? Tiny? I mean, after the appeal, I'm sure we're not going to hear about the lawsuit again. I think that it is going to stay dismissed. I don't think that the appeal is going to work. And UMG's response is the same response that they've been giving this whole entire time. It's really suing for no reason, because there's no way that you think that for the reasons that you're saying, you're going to win this lawsuit, you're going to get this appealed. No way in hell is this going to work out for you. Now, remember, you diss people too. We had to release your diss tracks too. You can't sue us for releasing a diss track when you were releasing diss tracks as well. It doesn't work that way. And people are constantly dragging it. People are constantly dragging it, but only because Drake refuses to let it go. Drake refuses to let the situation go. He doesn't want to just forget about the case. If he really gave a fuck about his career, he would stop trying to go to court over this situation. But I'm telling you, money is the motive. Money is the motive. The only reason why we're here 2 years later is because he continues to try to get money out of UMG. It's the same reason why he wanted to work with Kendrick Lamar, and it's the same reason why he's in the courtroom now. It's all about money. It's all about negotiation. It's all about the contract. 400 million isn't enough for this guy. He needs more than 400 million, and the only way to get it is if I go through this lawsuit. Otherwise, if it wasn't about money, and if it was about defamation of character, why didn't he just sue Kendrick Lamar in the first place? I think that's a question that we've all asked each other.
Why not sue for Meet the Grams? Because the way that you're moving, like you're suing for not like us, but the way you're talking, the way you're trying to word things in this lawsuit, it sounds like you're suing for Meet the Grams. So why didn't you sue for Meet the Grams? Because I feel like if you sued for Meet the Grams, knowing that Kendrick said you should die, so all these women can live with a purpose. Yo, bro, maybe you should have sued for that. You're suing for the wrong song. You out here suing for the bop. Like, this is crazy. He's like, nah, why does he get a hit? And why does he get to say that about me on the hit? Because he's smart. He's dummy. He's smart. Bro, you got checkmated. Like, you got checkmated, and right now you sitting in front of the referee trying to say, nah, it's not a checkmate. What do you mean? What do you mean? Why does he get to do that? I didn't know those pieces can do that. I didn't know a knight can do that. Like, who said you can use a bishop like that? That's not cool, man. That's not cool. Why does he get to use pawns like that? I last time I checked, the queen is not supposed to have that much power. That's not fair. Why does the queen get to move more than the king? That's weird. Has nobody ever sat and talked about this and ever wondered why the queen gets to move all over the board and then the king be taking baby steps? Huh? Has anybody ever questioned? Shut up! You out here trying to change the rules of chess. You can't change this. This is the game you playing. If you don't like the game you playing, go find another game to play. Simple.
Each other, right? If you're really mad about the song, why didn't you just sue the person that made it? How come you have to go after the label? Because the label has money. What I also don't like that's been going on regarding the situation is that people keep saying, well, why do you guys keep talking about the battle? Why do you guys keep talking about the battle? Bro, he doesn't let it go, dog. He doesn't let it go. He keeps going. He keeps going. If he never had to sue, let's say he never sued and he just stayed quiet this whole entire time and then dropped his album, the public will probably perceive him better than they do now.
Facts.
I don't think people would bring up the battle if he didn't speak about it at all, if he didn't file a lawsuit at all. But because he keeps wanting to fight this situation, he's the one that's making it worse on himself. Who do you blame? Do you blame the fans for not letting it go? Do you blame the people, the stands, the parasocial people? Who are you trying to blame? Or do you put the blame on the person who refuses to let it go? Do you put the blame on the artist? The artist is the one that's making a big deal about it. The artist is the one that's in the courtroom right now. He's the one trying to set the appeal, and that's forcing UMG to respond. And some people are saying that Iceman isn't even going to come out until the appeal gets settled. I don't know if that's true or not, but to be honest, it's just a waste of time, and he's delaying his project even more if that's the case. I don't think he's waiting for this appeal to get approved or denied, so that way we're
going to see what's going to happen with this album, because it is currently March 31st. For some, it's probably April 1st. Happy April Fool's Day. But as of right now, there are 17 days until 416 day. and 416 Day is April 16th. We're gonna see, because that's allegedly when he's supposed to drop Iceman, which is actually very smart, especially for like Torontonians. Like 416 Day, like everybody knows when you get a cell phone, there's only a couple area codes you finna get. It's either 416, 647, or if I'm correct, they still do 289. Yo, nah. See, if I was him, if there was ever a day to drop, 416 Day is the day to drop. All right? And especially, you know what you should do? Make sure people can pre-order the album and save it in their phone. So when it comes to 416 Day, everybody gonna have the album on their phone, ready to play. I mean, I feel like that'd be smart. What are you gonna have? Like, you had a song called Nokia. What are you gonna have? A song called Tell Us? Like, you know what I'm saying?
He could drop the album. I think he's just pussyfooting around, and he don't really want to put out the project. He keeps teasing that motherfucker. He just put that shit out by now. But anyways, I think the person who's at fault for prolonging the situation is Drake. He's the one that's going to court for it. He's the one that's wanting to sue for it. And they keep telling him time and time again that the lawsuit is frivolous, and he's trying to undermine hip hop at the same time. And what also bothers me about the situation is that J. Cole, for example, is doing these interviews. Jay-Z, for example, is doing these interviews. And in some cases, like J. Cole is trying to paint Drake as a victim. But what bothers me more about these interviews as I watch them is that they never ask about the lawsuit. When they interviewed Jay-Z, they didn't ask him about the lawsuit. They asked him about rap battle, but they didn't ask him about the person who sued after the rap battle. J. Cole has done 4 interviews at this point, and we'll get to the last interview in a second. But in all of these 4 interviews, nobody asked him about Drake's lawsuit. You would think, if we're talking about the battle,
because you're interviewing his friends or people that see him as a peer, people that see him as someone they can still work with. You want to know what you want to know the reality when it comes to Kendrick? A lot of these dudes can't work with Kendrick because Kendrick don't even want to work with them. Don't you see Kendrick doing shit by himself? Don't you see Kendrick, PG Lang? They moving like they're making Baby Keem look God sent. Talking about he gonna have a brand deal with Adidas, and then they're gonna have a pop-up show underneath a highway. Like, yo, do you understand what level you need to be on to be independent to the point where you can pull something off like that? Looking at the gnxtour, who do you think that was? That wasn't TDE. That was PG Lang. Kendrick doing things by himself. You don't want to work with them. Because when you work with them, it's messy. There's problems. So when it comes to Aubrey, of course they want to have him as a peer because they can still work with him. That's why. Kendrick doing things by himself, trying to build himself. Drake out here trying to share with niggas still. Nigga, you 40, bro. What happened to your label? That's the real question. Y'all hear that thunder? What happened to the label, bruh? What happened? I ain't gonna lie. If the Wi-Fi cuts out, don't blame me. I just gotta say that because I'm hearing this thunder. Yo, it's thundering. I'm just saying.
And we're talking about the big 3, all the people involved. You would think that they would ask him about how he feels. It's bad enough that he didn't like the Cameron lawsuit. By proximity, you would think he doesn't like Drake's lawsuit. But we don't know because people don't ask him. It's just funny how nobody has asked a question about this lawsuit. If you ask me, this lawsuit is an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment to hip hop. He's trying to undermine the art form. And never in a million years would I think that people would back up a label before backing up an artist. But here we are today. UMG is in the right and Drake is in the wrong. It's never what I thought I'd be defending $1 billion to $1 million company. This is crazy to me, but this is where we're at. And to be honest, it's Drake's fault. UMG basically said, you're not like us. You don't respect the art. You don't respect the culture, which is crazy to think that UMG is telling that to Drake. But I digress. Y'all can tell me how you feel about this. Y'all let me know how you feel in the comment section. I appreciate everybody that's been supporting the channel, been rocking the channel. Y'all make sure y'all like the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel, and all that, man. Hope everybody has a great afternoon. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video, man. Peace. Keep it a legend.
Hey, Tiny, what you just said was facts. Kendrick just doing what he want to do. But at least he's moving with intent. That's the thing about Kendrick. Every step that he takes, he's moving with intent. What they're doing with Baby Keem right now, building him into being an S-tier artist. There's not a lot of people can't do that nowadays. What they're doing with Baby Keem, a lot of people cannot do that ever. Because it's like they've been in the rap industry for years. And it's like when it comes time to pushing a new artist, it's like they don't know what to do. Or maybe they don't want to do it. What Kendrick is doing with Baby Keem is that he knows exactly what to do. That's why Baby Keem is so successful right now. I remember when I had Friday on here, and I was trying to compare PG Lang and OVO, and then he cut in and said it was just one artist, and then started focusing on OVO. Yo, I'm gonna keep it tall with you. Yeah, you might have one artist at PG Lang, but you need to understand the success that is coming from that one needs to be studied, because when you look at OVO, nobody's successful. Not one of them are. I was on GTV's live stream the other night. It was like after everything. I think it was on like the when I did the consumer group chat that same night. I saw GTV was live, so I popped in a little bit, and they sent me a link to the StreamYard, and I pull up, and I'm sitting there like, yo, we're going to be talking about Toronto artists. It was Friday. We getting new music. They're talking about this artist, that artist. I'm looking at the Toronto artists like, yo, Toronto artists are dropping, but y'all not even talking about it. And then when we go over to the point when we're talking about OVO and the OVO artists and how some of them have ties with OVO artists, and they're just like, they're choosing their words carefully. I'm looking at it. I'm just like, bro, where is the success? One of the best artists that they had is gone, and that was Division. Division is with Jermaine Dupri now. So the other best that they had was Roy Woods. Roy Woods dropped the song. The song was horrible. Filled with auto-tune is pointless to me. I told him, yo, play Solo by Roy Woods. Bro, it is light years ahead of his own catalog. And nobody talked about that EP. Not one single person talked about the EP here. It was like I'm the only one that was listening to it and bumping it for the year that it came out in. And it's like nobody knew. Like I had some sort of care package. Bro, whatever they're doing at OVO needs to be studied, because nobody should ever do that ever. You have all these artists, and none of them are household names. Make it make sense. The fool code telling people don't listen to music with your mouth. Wait, what? Wonder if PG Lang will ever sign anyone else. I kind of think that's not the point. No, here's the thing. This is how you know PG Lang is going to be around for a long time. Because they're taking their time. There's going to be artists everywhere that deserve to be signed with PG Lang. But what they're doing is that they're taking their time to build up this artist to show other people in the industry, look what we can do with him. Just imagine when we can start doing this with two people at the same time, and we're building both of them to be outstanding. There's a strategy here, and the strategy is to prop up Baby Keem so high up on a pedestal so that you can start to have other people fund you or join in on the conversation when it comes to building artists. There's a strategy to it. They're taking their time. Anyway. J. Cole trying to push the dumbed down agenda. Really? Yo, I have some X links here, but I'm gonna check the Discord real quick for some links, and I'm gonna check Shanice, cause I know she be sending me shit too. But yeah, final thoughts on this is just, yo, you need to learn how to move on, bro. It's like you don't want to let go of your ex. Like that's just how I see it. If we're gonna look at it through Drake's eyes, if we're gonna look at it through a Drake lens, let's look at it that way. You're hurt. You're not getting over your ex, and the more that you talk about her and you trying to like get her back to you, is the less likely things are gonna work out for you. You're trying to force something that was never supposed to happen. Let it go. That's all I can say. Let it go. On some Frozen-ish. Because you're making yourself look childish. Bro, man's got to learn, man. What he's doing has got to be studied because it's dangerous, man. To be moving like that is crazy. So I need to talk about J. Cole and the culture because what the hell is going on, bruh? What the hell is going on? Like, what we're seeing with J. Cole is dangerous on levels I can't even understand no more, bro. Like, think about it. J. Cole, okay, let's walk this down for a second just based on what I know without watching the videos. J. Cole is the one that gets people thinking. So why is it that he's out here telling people, I don't know if y'all should be thinking like that no more? Bro, what? Am I missing something? Like, did I lose the plot? Like, I'm asking for a friend.
Whole culture thing, it comes from this sort of...
Oh, boy, I'm scared because, hey, real quick, Lost in Vegas, I haven't listened to these dudes in a minute. Now, based on the set design and first of all, forget the set design. Based on who they're sitting in front of, I'm sure Lost in Vegas have been doing a lot of flip-flopping over the years. Because I know they've been around for a long time. You know, what's good, Queen? We got Queen in here. What's good, Queen? I have no idea what's going on with Cole. Girl, me neither. I'm sitting here trying to figure it out. But to try to pull down the whole genre, Kendrick really did something to these guys. Facts. Facts. So, let me see. Until I can, like, get the other links, I'm going to start with this one first by Kirko. J. Cole says the word culture has been watered down. It's an empty word now. It used to mean something. Now it's just a buzzword that doesn't mean anything or don't mean anything. J. Cole, yeah, y'all gonna have me talking. Yeah, I'm gonna be talking with this one. I'm going to be talking with this one, man. And you know what? Before I even start the conversation, this just confirms what I've been saying the whole time when it comes to where they're getting their consumer data from. They're getting it from X. They don't go to Instagram to pull consumer data. It's like they go to Instagram to confirm things based on the videos that they see. When it comes, like, remember, Instagram is like picture based. It's the videos on there that probably help confirm things, but the same way you have videos on Twitter, you don't need Instagram. It's like Twitter is like the ultimate social media app because all the other social media apps are following what Twitter is doing. Right? So Twitter is clearly the superior social media app. So that confirms what I'm talking about. They're pulling their data from Twitter. Nobody can talk to me otherwise when it comes to that. At this point, it's just up to everybody to start understanding or getting on the same page with what I'm talking about because to this day, I have not seen one detail that makes me question what I said. All right? So I have to say that first. Because conversations like this confirms it. Because when you go on Twitter, you're only going to see the popular bunch. You're not going to see the overall majority. When you go on Twitter and you're seeing the streamers, you're never going to see a YouTube streamer knowing that Kai Cenat, AMP, and you have Blackboy Max, Aiden Ross, and a plethora of other streamers that are high up there. You're never going to see a YouTube streamer even come close to that unless it's Screwface Jean making fun of somebody like Aubrey. The cultures in magazines? Wait, what? Bro, it makes sense why Cole went on Lost in Vegas podcast because those boys was tripping about the battle. Oh, you see, that's another thing. So Vil never talked about it, so I might as well talk about it. The guest can request to not talk about things. If you're gonna have somebody on your platform and they have power, they're gonna let you know what they want to talk about and what they don't want to talk about. And based on what Queen just said, and the boys were talking crazy about the battle, that just confirms that that platform is safe to go on, because if we ever go down this route, then I can be in a comfortable space to talk about it because these two individuals support me. The cultures and magazines is crazy. What is this, an Ebony magazine? Like, they are Drake fans? He called Too Short niche. All right. I'm gonna get this one started. I'm gonna get this one started, bro. We're you know what? Is this yeah, this is isolated. So let me go ahead and zoom in on this bad boy right here. Yeah, we gonna get this one started. Don't you worry. We getting this one started right now. All right. Boom. You see this face right here? This is a face of an individual that will never stand on anything. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this individual that we are currently looking at right now is an individual that will never talk for himself. It's like he's the living embodiment of talking for other people. Forget what I think. I'm going to let you know what, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, we're just going to sit back and listen to this. So listen, before we get started, you do know how we do this, right? So let's go ahead and make it happen. Let's go. Yo, you, right here in the small box, right here in the small box. A little red and blue today. Welcome back to Flex Mob Reactions, only on the Flex Mob Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. Yo, I got to read this one more time because this is crazy. J. Cole says the word culture has been watered down. It's an empty word now. It used to mean something. Now it's just a buzzword that don't mean nothing. Look, like, comment, share, subscribe, because I'm going to talk on this one. All right, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Hit that notification bell. Hit that hype button, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You know, this algorithm is wicked. You understand me? This algorithm is very wicked, but if you hit that hype button and help me out, I greatly appreciate it. Shoot, I might have to start giving out prizes around here one day, I swear. Anyway, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's go.
I just think this whole culture thing, it comes from this sort of, you know, I don't want to say subset or niche online sort of presence on hip hop, but I just think that word is such a broad and, you know what I mean? It's such a, well, they've minimalized.
It's an empty word now.
Yeah, it is.
It used to mean something.
Yep,
now
right.
it's just a buzzword that don't mean nothing. And
Right.
actually what y'all are speaking about is bought and paid by paid campaigns or
man,
or
don't even-
motherfucking bots or
we gonna have to cut something out. On
Yeah,
this
I'm
thing.
telling you.
nah, for sure. Or just the algorithm.
Yes.
Even if it's not paid, it's like, yo, the algorithm is, so it's like the word culture is like, yo, it hurts me to see.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, the second, you know, slang used to mean something.
fact.
Like, yo,
Yep.
like when we said some shit in our area, like I really feel like in Fayetteville, we was it ain't nothing ill to claim, but we was like the first niggas in the world. Like now it's like talking to, we was doing this way back in the days, like, and people thought it was so weird, and now I see people doing it. And it was like, if I'm talking to my homeboy, I don't do this anymore, but we was kids. Like, I'm talking to my homeboy, and I'm like, bitch, you boom, boom, boom. It was bitch.
Yeah.
That was our thing.
Right.
Like, bitch, you crazy.
I know you lying. I know you not claiming a cuss word. I know you're not claiming a cuss word, gang. Yo, this thing.
Crazy as hell. Boom, boom, bitch. Now that shit, when I went to college, I had to damn near scrap a few times. And niggas like, whoa. Another thing is like in
you
Fayetteville
New York too. New York is a little
exactly.
Like, hey, yo, what?
Yeah, even in Carolina, in certain cities, niggas like, what the fuck you say? I'm like, oh, my fault, bro. We from Fayetteville. Like, we just talk like that, boom, boom.
Right.
Or like, what's good, Bo? Like, it's certain words that were just ours, right?
Right.
And it's certain words that was just belonging in New York. And it was, and nowadays, it's certain words that like black women make popular, right? Because it just started. It's tea, it's this, it's clock it, it's motherfucker, whatever it is. But my point is like, because of
that's a result of monoculture. That's a result of monoculture. This is why social media is very poisonous, because it promotes monoculture. That's why you're looking at the so-called culture that you assume it is, and you're not realizing you're looking at the product the industry created, which is monoculture. They made something where everybody can understand and enjoy, and push the real culture to the Yo. This nigga, yo, I hate him. Yo, this is crazy. Listen, let me tell you something. Whatever they chirped in this man's ear, it worked. Okay? You're talking about monoculture and the effects of what monoculture does. Monoculture simplifies. Monoculture takes from different avenues of the culture and puts it together in a melting pot for people to drink from. That's monoculture.
Culture, which is really just the internet.
Right.
Now, a word don't make it out of black women's lips more than a day or two before it's already and snatched up. And next thing you know, there's a white girl in Oklahoma like, oh, girl, okay, body tea, face tea. And it's like, and she has all right, because the culture is just the internet economy. You know what I mean? So it's like, what the fuck is that culture? Yeah, exactly. It's like culture don't even have a chance to like buzz and formulate before it's like
can't even marinate.
You can't even marinate, bro, before it's just automatically passed around. Like, because TikTok is like, yo, and everything's a blessing and a curse. You know what I mean? It's like there's good about it, and
pros, but
I'm telling you,
that was a video I was kind of talking on my channel. You know, I was.
Bro, you literally just said it, and then ignored it and went back to what you were saying. Bro, he literally just said it. Let me go back to the part.
Okay, body tea, face tea. And it's like, and she has all right, because the culture is just the internet economy.
You just said it. The internet economy. That is the result of the melting pot that was created. Because the thing about the culture is that it was sectioned off into regions. And hey, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something real quick. And I just got to say this. The industry was working hard back in the day. They were working hard to break down the barriers in regions. Because every region had its own thing. And because every region had its own thing, the industry, the music industry, they can't take advantage of it because they have to work in different areas to try and break down the wall on some battle of attrition type ish so that can gain a tactical advantage. So instead of doing all this work, spreading themselves thin, they said, let them come to us. And when they come to us, we can strip them down into something that won't work for that anymore, but because we have power, we're going to build them up past what they know in their own regions. And once they start building up enough chess pieces, now they're going to start to build a culture around the people that they built up, so that all these different avenues of people all over the place, they're not going to stay over there anymore. They're going to want to come over here. And when they come over here, they're going to bring how they talk. They're going to bring how they speak. They're going to bring how they move. They're going to bring how they dress over here so the industry can learn from them and build what they know, or build something that is profitable for them so they can make outstanding revenue off the culture they're taking from. And here come J. Cole with his... See, I'm not trying to cuss, because I feel like it's the cussing that's kind of ruining it for me when it comes to the algorithm. But here come J. Cole now. And he's getting it all wrong. And it doesn't help that you're sitting in front of the older generation on these microphones that only want to sit there and agree for profit without saying anything or standing anything that they believe in. You see what I'm saying? All these older people in front of the microphones, revenue. They want money. So they're going to lie through their teeth. Or they're going to build up the interview in a way for it to be an advantage for Cole. Yo. I know NK gonna come around here talking about capitalism. Like, but, yeah. Let's be real, though. All these dudes, all the microphones that J. Cole sat in front of and all the platforms he was on, what do you think that is? When you see J. Cole come on a platform, you think that's for free? And I've already talked about this multiple times. When you have J. Cole on a platform, on a podcast, you think that's free? That's a payment. They had to pay him. And how they're getting their money back is through the views that they're getting on the platforms they're dropping on. All the subscriptions, all the people making content off of their platform, that's money coming back to them. So they're going to invest in this artist to have an outstanding interview, and through that investment, they're going to reap the rewards that comes with people watching a viral video. It's almost like pay to win in a sense. Because you're paying to have this superior person on the platform to have a great conversation that's going to be thought-provoking through their eyes, but to go viral on the internet. Why do you think this is on Twitter? Because when it's on Twitter, people are going to run to YouTube and go watch the full interview. I just wish more people understood this process. Because trust and believe me, once you get it, it's clear as day. What's good, Jordan? What's good, Noah? They were too agreeable with no house back at all. Very biased. Yeah, very biased is true. Very biased is absolutely true. But that's what it is, man. That's the game people playing nowadays. You're going to pay to have a famous face on your platform. They're going to say some things that's going to make you go viral. All you got to do is post the content. That's it. That's literally it. That's the game. So now, listen, after everything I explained about the whole process of how they built monoculture, bro, listen to this again.
I just think this whole culture thing, it comes from this sort of, you know, I don't want to say subset or niche online sort of presence on hip hop, but I just think that word is such a broad and, you know what I mean? It's such a, well, they've minimalized.
It's an empty word now.
Yeah, it is.
It used to mean something.
Yep,
now
right.
It's just a buzzword that don't mean nothing.
No. The culture is not a buzzword. What they built their culture as, and I'm saying their culture referring to monoculture, what they built their culture as, it's a buzzword. Our culture. Keyword is our. when it comes to this, bro, you can't change this. Just because on the internet, that's the culture y'all prefer, doesn't mean that's the right culture to follow. That's the culture the industry has so that they can make money forever. That's what they build. Because the industry tried to come over here and see what the culture about and notice that they can't control it. They made something they can control. That's it. It's all control. They're trying to control the money flow. That's it. Look at everything the culture that you see on the internet has built, regardless if it's positive or negative. Look at the amount of podcasts, TV shows, music, just like viral moments. Like 4 different things off the top of my head that came with it. But look at how that system's working and the amount of things that can come from it. Bro, I feel like I shouldn't even be on the internet talking about this right now because they gonna get me. You know what I'm saying? Like the way I'm speaking right now, the way that I'm literally telling y'all how it works, they gonna get me. Let me knock on wood because I don't want to be God. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be God at all. But that's what it is, man. That's what it is. So yeah, J. Cole out here thinking that he knows what he's talking about. He don't know what he's talking about. In fact, we've just witnessed this man go on a podcast run, literally seeing somebody that doesn't know what they talk about, and then come to this platform think he know what he's talking about. When we just saw him not know what he's talking about. Man, look.
And actually what y'all are speaking about is bought and paid by paid campaigns or motherfucking bots or
we gonna have to cut some out.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Nah, for sure. Or just the algorithm.
Yes.
Even if it's not paid, it's like, yo, the algorithm is, so it's like the word culture is like, yo, it hurts me to see. But it's like, yo, the second, you know, slang used to mean something. Like, yo, like when we said some shit in our area, like I really feel like in Fayetteville, we was it ain't nothing ill to claim, but we was like the first niggas in the world. Like now it's like talking to we was doing this way back in the days. Like and
you're just about to explain what I just explained of how they took from you. Anyway, let me see what Tiff is saying real quick. Cole is basically saying we don't have a mind of our own. He thinks we are reading magazines all day. I want to. Where's that clip? You know what I'm saying? Where's that clip? I need that clip because there's a multitude of clips from this one podcast, and I think it's like what, an hour and 15 minutes long. I need that clip. I need to see where he says from that, because from what I just explained, and then to hear that, I need to hear that clip so I can explain that part. So basically, I need to explain every part individually. Is what I'm basically saying. I need that clip where you're talking about we just sit around reading magazines and shit. But J. Cole gets his idea of the culture from the internet, but J. Cole is too busy to live on the internet or to be on the internet. So he's only going to see things on the internet that are viral. Jay-Z, J. Cole, etc. All these people do not have time on their hands. We are on the internet. I'm on the internet, which is why I found all these outstanding black platforms on YouTube. You gotta be on YouTube to find these channels. But if you are on your phone, say my hand is my phone. If I'm on my phone, knowing I don't got time, I just got to do some quick scrolling on Twitter. If I'm doing some quick scrolling on Twitter, I'm only going to see viral moments that produce the most See, I'm not trying to cuss. The most BS known to man. And then you're going to sit there and talk about the culture and how the culture is not really the culture anymore because you see it as a buzzword. But you're given viral moments on the internet so that they can twist your mind condition it to make you say something so dumb, not realizing if you were on the internet for a little bit longer, you're going to actually see the culture. But because the culture is so suppressed on social media apps, they're going to push the Kai Cenats. They're going to push the Aiden Rosses. Especially on Twitter, they're going to push Aiden Ross. They're going to push the Black Boy Maxes. They're going to push all the viral content that comes from streamers because that's the entertainment of today. You're basing your assumption off of the entertainment that you see today, not realizing that's not the entertainment for you.
People thought it was so weird, and now I see people doing it. And it was like, if I'm talking to my homeboy, I don't do this anymore, but we was kids. Like, I'm talking to my homeboy, and I'm like, bitch, you boom, boom, boom. It was bitch.
Yeah.
That was our thing. It was like, bitch, you crazy as hell, boom, bitch. Now that shit, when I went to college, I had to damn near scrap a few times. And niggas like, whoa. Another thing is like in Fayetteville.
New York too. New York is a little
exactly.
Like, hey, yo, what?
Yeah, even in Carolina, in certain cities, niggas like, what the fuck you say? I'm like, oh, my fault, bro. We from Fayetteville. Like, we just talk like that, boom, boom. Right. Or like, what's good, Bo? Like, it's certain words that were just ours, right?
Right.
And it's certain words that was just belonging in New York. And it was, and nowadays, it's certain words that like black women make popular, right? Because it just started. It's tea, it's this, it's clock it, it's motherfucker, whatever it is. But my point is like, because of culture, which is really just the internet, right? Now a word don't make it out of black women's lips more than a day or two before it's already and snatched up. And next thing you know, there's a white girl in Oklahoma. Like, oh, girl, okay, body tea, face tea. And it's like, and she has all right because the culture is just the internet economy. That's you know what I mean? So it's like, what the fuck is that culture? Yeah, exactly. It's like culture don't even have a chance to like buzz and formulate before it's like.
Can't even marinate.
You can't even marinate, bro, before it's just automatically passed around. Like, because TikTok is like, yo, and everything's a blessing and a curse. You know what I mean? It's like there's good about it, and there's
but
I'm telling you,
that was a video I was kind of talking on my channel. You know, I was just
Yo, Ron, I'm dead, bro. What's good? It just comes down to culture and counterculture. We live in culture. We understand the culture. We get the culture. The culture raised us. But what a lot of people are not understanding is that counterculture, that monoculture, that culture that was created from the music industry, if you want to say anti-culture if you want, people are getting raised off of that too. It's like they looked at the original and made a replica. But the replica is filled with nothing but simplification of things from here, the original culture. Man, yo, if you're not understanding what I'm saying, I feel bad because I am cooking. And I know I'm cooking too. All right? I'm cooking on medium, and I'm cooking something special, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking that Wagyu type steak with the imported butter, with the thyme leaves wrapped up. You know what I'm saying? We basing it little by little type situation. We cooking you something so good, it's not gonna be well done. You understand me? I know a lot of Caribbeans, we like our steak well done. Let me tell you something. This gonna be medium. This gonna be medium rare. We gonna make you digest this. Pause. All right, but the way we cooking this steak right now, if you don't want a piece, you gotta go. Like, you gotta go, man. And ain't nobody gonna explain it the way I'm explaining it, which is why I'm sitting there wondering if y'all really get what I'm saying. I'm trying to break it down the best I can. Like I said, you got culture and you got counterculture. You have the original and the replica. People are birthed off the original, but people are also birthed off the replica. Which is why you have J. Cole running around thinking he talking about the original, when in reality, he's talking about the replica. What they replicated. That's what he's talking about. Man, look. The real culture come from the streets. It come from street corners. It come from neighborhoods. It come from like the deep part of the city. Like you know what it is. See, Queen, I know y'all get it. Don't worry, I know y'all get it. What's good, Mika? How you feeling? But nah, it's like the route that I'm taking to explain it is not what you hear from the traditional voices on YouTube. Of course, they have their powerful voices. I got a voice too, but I got to navigate this differently. We're still going to get to the same outcome, but the explanation is going to be different, which is why when you come over here, that you're going to hear fresh things and fresh thoughts. I'm still going to get to the main point of the matter, but the way that we travel and get there is going to be different. You see what I'm saying? So, listen, around here, like I said, we cooking, but we cooking things. And we making sure it's fresh. You know what I'm talking about? I need to get some more of these clips, though. That's the main thing. Big up Mr. King and Theodore. Yeah. I mean, they cool. They cool. Cole is showing us that he is not of the culture. He was probably that kid who wasn't allowed to leave the front porch. I'm dead. Hey, Connor, sleep well, gang. Have a great night, bro. I know it's late, too, by the way. What time is it? 8:30? So it's like, what, 12:30 for you? Where you at? Performing? Yeah, Queen, you damn right. Queen, you are damn right. I ain't got no time for no performance like that. You know what I'm saying? All right. Which clip is this one?
Because that's just become
a buzzword.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a little bit more. So what? This one ended at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So there's a little bit more from this. I'm curious to what he's gonna say.
It's this, it's clock it, it's motherfucker, whatever it is. But my point is, like, because of culture, which is really just the internet,
right
now a word don't make it out of black women's lips more than a day or two before it's already and snatched up. And next thing you know, there's a white girl in Oklahoma, like, oh, because it's like, and she has all right because the culture is just the internet economy. You know what I mean? So it's like automatically passed around, like, because TikTok is like, yo, and everything's a blessing and a curse. You know what I mean? It's like there's good about it, and there's
but
yeah.
I'm telling.
I'm trying to avoid watching the whole thing because y'all know me. Listen, y'all know me. I'm trying to avoid watching the whole thing because if we sit there and we watch a 1 hour podcast, that's gonna be a 3 hour reaction. I'm just saying. I'm trying to avoid that. So I'm trying to see if I can get my hands on the clips. Y'all know me. I talk a lot. All right, but I talk a lot for a reason. There's a lot to say with these things. So as much as I want to watch the full thing, the full clip, I'm not trying to keep y'all here for 3-4 hours like that. I'm just gonna be honest. We got days, we got things we got to do, we got lives to live. All right, so I've done retired that long time ago. So I'm not trying to go back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when we watched the Rapaholics video, and I swear to you, it was like 45 minutes, end up being damn near 2 hours and 30 minutes of a reaction. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing that no more. That's not how you spend your time wisely. You know? So I'm gonna just say that. I didn't say y'all getting 3 hours. I didn't say that. I was saying about 2. You know what I'm saying? I said about 2 hours. And I started at what? I started at 7:10. So how much time is there left? There's about 40 minutes. I can do a healthy 20-minute video because I'm probably gonna double the time on that anyway. So there's that. Let me see. Let me check out what we got over here. Ooh, See, that's what I'm talking about. You sending me the right ones. I love it. Hey, man. Hey, Shanice, man, I appreciate you. You sending me the clippy clips. I need these. So we got some more to talk about. Don't worry. What's this? A new narrative? Drake fans. What's going on? I don't care about Young Thug and Charleston White fighting. That I could care less. Okay, Gucci. We got some. We got some good clips. Shout out to Shanice. We got some good clips. All right, let me get back to the YouTube chat real quick. Got my clips. I just got to go over to Instagram, and we're gonna pick them up real quick, and we're gonna continue the conversation. All right, give me a couple minutes. Let me go over to Instagram. Y'all feeling good, by the way? I don't even think I checked in on y'all. How y'all day? How's everyone doing? How's everyone feeling? Hope everyone's having a good day. My day is gloomy as hell. It was dark outside all day. These clouds are vicious. All right. These clouds are something vicious right now. They are looking devastating. It's giving the day after tomorrow outside. So, yeah, there's that. All right, let me see. Which one is this one? Which one is this one? Which one is this one? But yeah, how's everyone's day? Just curious. J. Cole says streaming made it too easy for people to have opinions on albums they never really cared about in the first place. Ooh, wait. You don't even give a F about the artist. You just see a conversation happening and you want to be part of the conversation. Yeah, I like that. We're going to watch that one in a second. Let me see what this one about. Let's check it out. Yeah, we getting the clips, man. I like this. What is it? J. Cole speaks on listening to music from the heart during the digital age. Aw, you trying to be cute. Yeah, the storm is on for real, bro. It's real aggressive. Knew that Drake never needed a ghostwriter. He's writing for artists. Oh my God, here we go again with that stupid ass conversation. Did he really write it or put his name on it? All right. That's one. Actually, let me start with this one first. Let's go ahead, paste. Boom. We got another one.
It was iTunes.
And you know what? Another thing I got to say, the reason why I'm on X like this looking for these clips is because I'm trying to stay away from watching a high tier reactor sit there and react to it, and then I'm sitting there watching the reactor react to the. I'm trying to stay away from that now. So I got to get the source material. You know, that's another thing. So me trying to navigate X and everything is not easy. So I need the source material so I can be part of the conversation too. You know, and funny enough about being part of the conversation, we're going to go ahead and listen to this clip that J. Cole was talking some nonsense about again, going back to the culture and the replica. Let's just, you know what, hold on, let me record this real quick. Record that one real quick. Let's go.
Okay, even though I can get this shit on my computer, I still got to make a purchase.
Right.
It's inconveniencing me. It's hitting my pockets.
Right.
What I don't like right now is like, yo, you pay your $15 a month or your $10 a month. You got every fucking song in the world.
Yeah.
We already undervaluing
Yeah, that's true.
all the songs in the world.
You're right, though.
like, okay, but then an album drops, a conversation happens. You don't even give a fuck about this artist. You never loved this artist. You don't even really care about the genre. You're not educated in the genre, in the space.
Right.
You just see a conversation happening and you want to be a part of the conversation. So now let me go listen to such.
You just explained Aiden Ross. Can we say that happily? Can we happily say that? You just explained Aiden Ross. All right.
Did in the genre, in the space.
Right.
You just see a conversation happening and you want to be a part of the conversation. So now let me go listen to such and such album at 12 o'clock or the next day.
Yeah.
I didn't do no work to actually get to this album and to have an opinion. If I didn't like it,
Don't raise your voice knowing that you dropped some bullshit. Don't do that. Damn, I'm not trying to curse. God, I'm not trying to curse, bro. It's hard. When I curse, it's entertaining. Damn, bro. Look, don't raise your voice knowing that you dropped a mid project, knowing that you came from Forest Hill Drive. I was there when that dropped. I was there when everybody was screaming out, first things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. For real. Like, yo, listen, we were all there. We all had the pause down. First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. For real. Like, we knew what we were. Man, don't say that. Don't pump up your chest. Don't raise your voice knowing that you dropped something called the Fall Off. And then proceed to fall off. Knowing that you had the last album, which was way better, called The Off Season. Who you trying to fool, man? Who you trying to fool? Because you not fooling us. Don't sit there and try to pressure people into liking mid-tier music knowing that you made hits in the past. Don't do that. You better sit your damn... I can't cuss, man. I'm cheese.
at 12 o'clock or the next day.
Yeah.
I didn't do no work to actually get to this album and to have an opinion. If I didn't like an album when I bought that shit on CD, guess what, nigga? I got the right to not like this bitch because I spent $15.99.
That's right.
I got the right, and now I can have a conversation with somebody else that spent their $15.99. If you didn't spend $15.99, you can't even talk to me about this album. We can't have a conversation. You didn't do the work. You didn't make any type of investment. Now,
but J. Cole, and I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but before I'm gonna say it, let me just read what Shanice's gonna say real quick. XQC said words don't matter. He just listens to the music. Go figure. Ain't that crazy? That's two now. So you explain Ada Ross and XQC. We can name the regular suspects later. But look at the two that we already brought up just now when it comes to streamers. And remember what I said earlier when it comes to streamers too. Or sorry, when it comes to being on your phone knowing that you don't have a lot of time. You're only going to see the viral moments. When you're on your For You page, your home page on Twitter, you're not getting us. You're not getting none of the YouTubers. The people that speak with sense. Virality doesn't promote intelligence. That's not what virality is. Virality is the most... Oh, man, I see. It's hard not cussing. It's just internet garbage that is either funny or ridiculous. That is something that goes viral on the internet. Now, do you think J. Cole or Jay-Z, you're going to see very intelligent people saying the most realist-ish on the internet that are going viral? No. You're probably going to see Kai Cenat's Mafia-thon, or you're going to see something a streamer did, some ridiculous garbage from either Aiden Ross out here peer pressuring people into doing some salute or something, because I'm not trying to say the word, but that's what you're going to see go viral. You're not on your phone for hours. A lot of people over here, we're on our phones for a long time, either making something, replying, talking, etc. But you're not on your phone for a long time, bro. Even when you're in your bed at night, you're going to fall asleep just like that because you're tired. You're not going to see us. Period. What was I saying before? I kind of forgot. I ain't going to hold you. Let me go back a little bit.
and now I can have a conversation with somebody else that spent their $15.99. If you didn't spend $15...
Oh, I can't believe I'm going to stick up for Billboard, but looking at the concept for streaming and Billboard, yeah, they paid $15.99. Cool. But we know for a fact you can purchase the album or you can stream the album. Now, I don't know what your deal is. And I'm not talking about literally, but I'm talking about your actual deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? We still don't know what your deal is, by the way. But looking at your deal, now, I don't know what it is. But you can make, well, not a lot, But you can make money from your album being streamed in different ways. There's about 4 different ways that your album can make money from streaming, whether it's a paid or unpaid consumer. They've already divvied up the numbers. Actually, they made the numbers a lot easier for artists to make money off of, allegedly, depending on their deal, mind you. Now, I'm not trying to defend Billboard, but I'm just bringing up an idea that Billboard has that's a concept for making money off your music. Now, is it substantial? No, but if you're going to sit there and complain about this DSP, not knowing that you can still get money off of it, to be honest, you get more money off of it than the average individual. You're just greedy. You're greedy because you want to surpass your peers. And knowing that you're dropping mid-tier projects, you're never going to surpass your peers. So what does that say about you, Jermaine?
Album and to have an opinion. If I didn't like an album when I bought that shit on CD, guess what, nigga? I got the right to not like this bitch because I spent $15.99.
That's right.
I got the right, and now I can have a conversation with somebody else that spent their $15.99. If you didn't spend $15.99, you can't even talk to me about this album. We can't have a conversation. You didn't do the work. You didn't make any type of investment. Now, you don't love this nigga. You just listened to his album. You don't even like this person. But to be a part of the conversation and to have an opinion, let me go listen to this shit.
Yeah.
There's no barrier of entry for anyone to experience the music, and it's like, yo,
and live with it,
So what I was trying to make was like, back in the days, I feel like they only had the option of listening with their heart. They didn't have any social media runs to talk to. They buy to listen to this shit.
Yeah.
Let me stop it real quick. Wagwan, you're a liar, and I don't believe you. You're a liar and I don't believe you. Say word. Say word. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Who is it? MC Malu? But am I seeing this correctly? Mookie Moods spent 1 gifted membership. Yo, say swear. Yo, see, that's the dog right there, man. That's the dog right. Hey, shout out to Mookie Moods, A House of Laughter, for setting the gifted membership. Oh my god, I didn't see that coming. That's hilarious, bro. Hey, W friend. W friend, bro. That's all I gotta say, man. Legend out here. Hey, real quick, he gonna be the best streamer in Toronto, bro. I'm gonna tell you that. I can happily tell you that. The way this man's moving, bro, baby food for this man. Real talk. Keep going, gang. You got it. Easy money.
There's no barrier of entry for anyone to experience the music. And it's like, yo.
And live with it.
And that's completely wrong, because the funniest part about having a barrier is that you don't need a barrier, because there's just so many people out there. Just because you're on social media doesn't mean you're accounting for the world. You're only accounting for things that you can collect as data. That's what you're doing. Nigga, what the Hey! Oh, shoot. Hold on, that's crazy. Mookie Mood saying 5 gifted, bro. That's wild. Man, out here got me feeling like a Twitch streamer. Like, hey, you know what? Real quick, I got to figure out how I can get the whole dual stream set up, because I actually want to get on Twitch for real. But it's going to be hard. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be difficult, but we going to figure it out. We might have to sacrifice a subscription so we can get that one. But we going to figure it out, though. I'm going to tell you that. But shout out Mookie Moons for sending 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate you, bro. Legend in the game. Come on, that's gang right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate you. Shout out to the neighborhood. All right. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Real talk, man. Hey, but going back to what I was saying, when it comes to having a barrier, when it comes to listening to music, the reality is that there's not even a real barrier. You got people on the internet that you can count for as data, and then you got the rest of the world. The issue when it comes, because I know where J. Cole's coming from, because he's coming from, this is all personal for him. You can try and say this, you can try and say that, but it's a personal thing. Thinking about J. Cole and how he wants to surpass his peers, and his peers being the other two, it's not connecting in a sense because of the timeline J. Cole has. There's been issues in the past when it comes to J. Cole contradicting himself. That's been a known thing. A lot of people don't mess with that, which is why a lot of people are not rushing to get his projects. This is why I say when it comes to being an artist, your character matters. It probably matters the most, to be honest, because your character is going to let people know whether if they should really get your project or sit back and think about getting your project. All right? So that's the thing. The numbers are tricky because you got people that live off social media going to listen to your music, and those are the voices dictating whether if the album's good or not. And then you got the rest of the world that don't really be on the internet like that. They just got a phone and sometimes be on it. They gonna listen to your music, but it's hard to count that as real data because they're not active on the internet, which also confirms my point when it comes to people in the industry or people that are in the industry looking on the internet and how they go to Twitter to get consumer data. When you use certain applications to collect this data, the easiest place to get the data from is Twitter. Facebook is difficult because you got videos and pictures. Instagram is difficult because it's all videos and pictures. TikTok is all videos with some pictures. Name a social media site. Twitter was originally just for typing out tweets and getting the retweets and the subtweets and then people commenting on the tweets. That's easy to pull data from. All the other social media sites, it's difficult. Nigga, again? Like, Jesus Christ. I see you getting paid now. Like, hey, that's the guy right there, bro. That's the guy right there. Shout out Mookie. But y'all see what I'm saying when it comes to pulling consumer data and why I really stand on they get it strictly from Twitter and damn near nowhere else? The answer is in the speech. The answer is in the conversation. You just got to understand this side of things to really sit back and hear what people are saying so you can understand that side of things. You know? That's what it comes down to. But let's finish this video.
And live with it. So what I was trying to make was like back in the days.
Yeah, yo, hey, W Mookie, man, real talk. Let me type that out real quick. Let's see. We don't leave nobody hanging around here. Let me go ahead and type that out real quick. W Mookie for show.
I feel like they only had the option of listening with their heart. They didn't have any social media runs to talk to. They buy the record. They put the record on. Their family is in there. My parents was in the army. So they would buy the record, take it back to the barracks, put it on. They probably have a gathering of people listening to this shit.
Yeah,
they partying.
Like once in a while.
People still do that. You're just never going to see it because the internet exists. People are going to do it on the internet. People are going to do it on Instagram. But to have those people sit back and really take in your music without having cameras on, people do that. You're just never going to see it.
Experience is hard. It's no like they didn't sit around and go, yo, I really think it's like I think he could have shaved off 5 songs.
Sonically.
Yeah, sonically, I would have thought he would have went a different direction. It's like, nah, bro. They just like, wow.
Like,
look what we got.
What's that mean?
Yeah.
You don't know.
Hell yeah. So
yeah, man. But I know.
Like I said, I'm going to take another route to get to the answer. But when you come to the Flexion Mind Network, we having fresh conversations. We're having some really fresh conversations around here. That's why I encourage a lot of people to hit that sub. You know what I'm saying? When you hit that sub, you're getting a lot. I'm going to keep it tall. Hey, when you hit that sub, you're getting a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, shout out to the usual suspects out there that got their channels, and their channels are growing fast. But, you know, we around here, too. We making our way. We figuring it out. You know, we already got the content. We just, we need people to pull up. You know what I'm saying? That's mainly it, But yeah. Hey, Tiny, have a great night. All right, sleep well. Okay, appreciate you for stopping by. Salute. But I still buy vinyl and see. Oh, who said it? Mika. Thank God you said it. Oh, I remember this. So for people that know me, you've seen some of my shorts already. I've reacted to a lot of people that work within the industry, and I've make them shorts, right? So check this out now. People that are familiar with Demiza that I react to, wealth of knowledge from things going on within the industry, and gives insight on how to help artists, and gives little tips, and gives them information on what they should be looking out for. Here's some wonderful information about vinyl. Let's not look at CDs. Let's not look at any other physical media for a second. Let's just look at vinyl. For the 19th year in a row, vinyl has made $1 billion. Vinyl has been making billions of dollars for the last 19 years. Every year it crosses the threshold of $1 billion. Vinyl. If you don't believe me, I can go and find the reel. Because I was meaning to do a reaction to it. You know what? No. Let's go find the reel. Since we need proof around here. Let's go find the reel. Let's go and find the reel, bro. All right. I believe it's this one.
Really interesting. Vinyl for the 19th year it just made $1 billion. Vinyl made $1 billion this year.
I did not know that.
The music industry is going back to ownership. People want ownership. They're sick of, look, if I don't pay my subscription, then I lose my music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather spend $8.99, $10.99 on the vinyl. At least I could keep the shit.
Albums are coming back.
Yeah.
CDs are coming back.
Tangibles are coming back.
There you go.
And that's what I love. The music industry, look, it's oversaturated. Streaming is just what it is. I mean, it's not going down. It's flat. The music business was actually on point with inflation. It didn't go up. It didn't go down. But you look at it like this. It's all market share now. So the record companies get their cut regardless off the subscription revenue. It's pro rata now. So it's just market share. If you get 23% of the streams, you get 23% of the money. That's just how it works. So it is what it is. But then you've got this whole creator economy, and you've got the tangibles and the vinyl and all of this other stuff that are starting to, and that's why you're seeing Universal buy up the vinyl companies, the what is it? Not Machine Head. I forgot the name of it. The company with the direct-to-fan stuff and the tchotchkes and all of that kind of stuff. You're seeing them get into that. Now Universal actually is in the hotel business and in the destination business, where they're going to have, cruises and hotel destinations, 5-star, where your favorite artist will do a show, come around and, fan experience stuff, like a Hard Rock on steroids.
Hey, if you didn't believe me when I said it, you're going to have to believe him when he said it, because he be in it. He be in it and he know it. Listen, hey, man, I just go to the right sources. I listen to the right individuals to get my information, so that when I come and I share on my platform, I'm getting my information from the source. And I had to sit there and learn that. I had to sit there and study that. So when I'm coming here, I know what I'm talking about. know what I'm talking about, man. Come on, bro. That's just what it is. Vinyl is making an insane comeback. No, let me take that back. It's already been making a comeback for the past 19 years consecutively. Every year making some sort of $1 billion. Ain't nobody worried about streaming. Why the hell would you want to put your... And see, now I'm going to kind of sound like I'm contradicting myself because of what I said earlier about Billboard, but I stand on business because I was simply just explaining, because J. Cole seemed to probably don't get it, that there is a payment structure over there for streaming. But when it comes back down to it, streaming don't make you outstanding money. J. Cole is a S-tier artist. Well, not anymore. But J. Cole is that artist that probably has a deal good enough for him to make a lot of money off of that. But the average individual that has a shit deal is not going to make no money off of it. You're better off selling the CDs and the vinyls than to have your music on streaming platforms. They don't want to give out good deals no more. They want to give out okay deals so that they can continue to make money off of y'all. And by y'all, I mean artists. So I just had to make sure I say that, bro. I just had to make sure I say that. So my final thoughts on this is just J. Cole needs to stop talking. Just like what Connor said way earlier, J. Cole should shut up. Like, and you're getting that from Connor, of all people. It's hilarious. But stop. Bro, we already talked about how you're on like a... What is this, an ungenerational run of podcast interviews? This is the worst podcast run I've ever seen in my life. Go back and listen to every single podcast J. Cole is on and the little sense that he's made on each platform. And he's continuing to run with Lost in Vegas. Plain and simple. It's not good. It's not good whatsoever, bro. And it's kind of embarrassing. Thank God I'm not that much of a J. Cole fan. I can appreciate the music. I can appreciate the talent. That's something I'm always going to be able to do. But looking at you as an artist, to look at your character, I have nothing else but to question it. Because what kind of timing are you on? Hey, man, it is what it is. Want to get the feature with Corey Guns? I'll send you a copy of the CD and vinyls. Hey, bet. I'm with it. I'm with it, Noah. Generational is hilarious. Yo, shout out Mika. Shout out Mika for the 10. That's crazy, man. I appreciate you, Mika. Thank you so much, man. Yo, W Mika in the chat. Come on, bro. Let me go ahead and type this out real quick. You know what I'm saying? W Mika in the chat, man. Shout out to Mika for the 10. Paying J. Cole to stop talking starting now is hilarious, man. Hey, I appreciate the support, man. Real talk. I appreciate the support. Cause you know, life be lifing, you know what I'm saying? But with one step at a time, we gonna make it bright around here again, even though it's real dark outside. But it is what it is. Man, shout out to the mob, bro. Real talk. Shout out to the mob. That is funny as hell. Hey, what's the other one again? I don't know. Because that other one was... Which one? Was it this one? No, I already watched that one. Already watched that. You know what? Let me go to Kirko's page, actually. I don't need to subscribe. I'm not subscribing to you, bro. Come on. What's going on? Shout out Kirko, bro. This man be bringing us all the music news, bro. What's this? Shares an update from prison. I don't care about that. Nigga, you did that. Happy birthday, OVO 40. He turns 43 today. Well, happy birthday. You know, you should have been there for the battle, but it's cool. I ain't gonna lie, he needed you. Oh, hold on. What we got over here? 7 years ago today? Oh, my God, bro. He really passed on March 31st? Yeah, I'm gonna have to repost that one, bro. You think oh my God. $10 projects on Billboard. That's cool. Which one's this one? Man said I need a Yo, what? Yo, what is happening? What is happening today? What's going on today? You thought he was 55? I'm dead. Hey, nah, bro. Hey, I'm gonna need everybody. I'm gonna need everybody, bro. Listen. Shout out to the dog, bro. Are you crazy? Shout out to the dog. You must be kick up right now, huh? I know where you at. You must be kick up right now. W Mookie in the chat. Listen, W Mookie in the chat, bro. Real talk. Real talk, man. That's the guy right there, bro. That's crazy. Holy. Oh, man. Nah, real talk. RIP hustle, man, for real. But nah, bro. I need to see some more W Mookies in the chat, man. We can't leave this one hanging, gang. That's the guy right there, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, man. Nah, we're gonna check this one out too. We're gonna check this one out too, man. See, before I continue, we just got to talk about J. Cole's podcast run a little bit more, because I feel like we need to reflect. We need to reflect, because this is a teaching moment at this point for a lot of artists out there. Honestly, and especially in Toronto, a lot of Toronto artists needs some major media training, like by yesterday. Because living in Toronto, it's a melting pot with a multitude of individuals that all come from different walks of life here together in the city. And you need to promote to all of them at the same time. Media in Toronto is going to be very challenging because there's so many different faces in the city. What J. Cole is doing here with his own run, bro, don't just take it from me. Look at everybody else speaking. And I'm not talking about the people talking, because there's a difference between talking and speaking. For the people speaking, there's a lot of disappointed people out there because J. Cole refuses to stand on 10 toes. It's like he's trying to levitate, but he just fell forward. You're making yourself look silly, being extra. That's why when I sit back and I'm like, I'm glad I'm here with J. Cole, because if I was a fan like that, I would be so disappointed. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy to me that we're witnessing this right now. There's a lot of things we're witnessing that, like, these are things you shouldn't do, in a sense. You don't do that, because that's not how you sell yourself. Because at that point, you're selling yourself short by making yourself look dumb. So when I look back at, like, some of the artists in Toronto, I seen some of their interviews. I'm like, did you drink something before you got here? Did you take something? Did you smoke something? Bro, your image matters. And I sometimes I feel bad for Toronto artists, because your image matters 10 times more because of who you got to sell to. And that's tough. But you need that media training. And also, looking at J. Cole, this just goes to show you, you can't run from media training. You can't run from that. You need that, period. Right? Well, we're going to go ahead and check out this one as well. This is probably going to be the last one. People pleaser, trying to please everyone at the same time. Exactly. Listen, if you're trying to If you're trying to command everything, you're going to end up with nothing. If you're trying to control everything, you're going to end up controlling nothing. You're coming into this with the idea of, I'm going to come in and step on this so that when it comes down to it, I know I'm good and the people around me are all good. You're trying to step on it for the sake of everybody. When you are the only man in that chair, there's not somebody to your left. There's not somebody to your right. There is you and then the people interviewing you or the people you're having a conversation with. You are standing there. You are sitting there. Dolo. You're going to have friendships. You're going to have friends. And you're going to maybe lose some depending on how you're moving. J. Cole, what you're doing right now is that you're trying to control everything. And like I said, if you're going to try to control everything, you're going to end up with nothing. So instead of controlling, just speak. Come on, you're supposed to be the talented one. You're supposed to be the one with the skill set. Use your talents and command this space the right way. Speak for you. Champion yourself. Speak highly of yourself. Big up your album, and you can still do all that at the same time while still speaking about your peers. Just focus on you. That's the major problem with this, is that you're not even focusing on yourself. You're saying, oh, I did this, but when it comes to my boy over here, like, bro, we're not here for everybody else. We're here for you. What's your opinion? What are your thoughts? What do you have to say? We're not here to sit with you to talk about them. You can talk about them all you want, but we're here to hear what you got to say about the situation. What do you got to say about the matter at hand? You're going to sit there and talk about your friend. Man. Ridiculous. People are getting refunds and listing his concert tickets for... Oh, really? No way. Mika, are they actually doing that? He is trying to build a narrative around his reputation, taking a hit for apologizing during the battle. The fall off was supposed to do it, but it didn't hit hard enough because the fall off didn't even feel like a J. Cole album. Because that wasn't even J. Cole in a sense. He's trying to build a story on the album, but the story fell short because it still felt like a compilation. It's like you had a compilation of stories on the album and you didn't even focus on one story. If this was for Fayetteville, what you could have done is that you could have just talked about it or build a story around Fayetteville, having Fayetteville being the setting, and the setting has a story that you are developing. This is why I was going back to saying, like, you see, a thing that's been going around lately is that a lot of albums are being released and they got visuals for the whole album. 48 minutes, 56 minutes, whatever. J. Cole should have done that. Because if you not saying if you really care about Fayetteville, but if you wanted to present Fayetteville a certain way, you might should have had some visuals to go along with that album, to be honest. Visuals from different areas where different settings of stories is happening on the album. And yeah, it shouldn't have been a double disc. They're actually refunding tickets. That's insane. Let me hit this record button because this is going to be the last one. Then I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. But, hey, Shanice, that doesn't even surprise me because remember what I talked about, character. Character matters when you're an artist. If your character is poor, it's going to be reflected. And when we're hearing that about J. Cole's tickets are getting refunded, I am not surprised. Let's go ahead and listen to this last one. Let's go. Check it out. Oh, damn, this one damn near 4 minutes. Let's go.
Go.
Yeah.
Pleasure. It was one of the moments where I just hit a zone. It's like, so I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because also I feel like, bro, I dropped an album with 24 songs. Like, naturally, things are going to fall by the way.
That's not the narrative anymore. Compilation albums and albums that have more than 20 songs on it, a lot of people don't want to hear it no more. They don't want to sit there for damn near 2 hours listening to your music no more, especially if it's mid.
Side or not be talked about as much. So it's like, I'm grateful, you know what I mean? You're bringing that up because it's like, oh man, I really love that song because it's such a true perspective to my life. And I feel like it relates to a lot of people in different fields that are like trying to strive for something, you know what I mean? But like that song was written at a point for me where I'm striving for greatness still.
Mhm.
I've achieved what some people would say greatness, but it's like I'm still striving for something. I'm setting the bar higher now.
Right.
But when I reached that first bar, I'm gonna call it Forest Hills Drive. It was a lot of my path was easy because I was still the kid inside that had a Pac poster, or a Jay-Z poster, or a Nas poster, or Nas rhymes on my wall, or Eminem, or Wayne. It's like I had favorite rappers outside of myself for so long that I would chase. Kanye.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's very easy to become Kobe when you have Michael Jordan to look at. You know what I mean? I'm sure Michael Jordan is easy to become him because
Let me hear that part again.
favorite rappers outside of myself for so long that I would chase. Kanye.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's very easy to become Kobe when you have Michael Jordan to look at. You know what I mean? I'm sure Michael Jordan is easy to become him because he has Dr. J to look at.
Yeah.
But what about when you become Michael Jordan and you surpassed, like, quote unquote, in people's eyes? Not necessarily.
You didn't surpass your peers, I'll tell you that. Let me just read what Mika said here real quick. To me, character shapes how I hear your music. I can't listen to busters. I can't separate the artist from the art. I'm very specific with or without who I support, and that's valid. And you know what? That's a lot of people's thought process when it comes to character too. I don't want to listen to somebody that's lame. There's a lot of people that are disguised as cool people when in reality, when you sit them down, and this is why I love podcasts. This is why I love interviews, because you're going to see the real character behind these individuals in those settings. You're not going to see it on the album because that's a persona. Take your persona away. Who are you? And tell us about yourself and about your music. And let's talk in depth about the thought process behind you building your music. You see what I'm saying? Character matters so much. Me, I am a different individual because I have the ability to separate the artist from the character because I'm here strictly for music. Now, don't get it twisted. Even though I have this under my belt, there are certain outliers out there that I still have to be critical about. I'm not going to sit here and ignore what R. Kelly did and think I can still listen to his music freely. I'm not going to sit here and ignore all the things Diddy did and think I can continue to listen to his catalog. And that list goes on for a plethora of individuals that like to do harm on others. Right? But when it comes to certain, I'm able to separate the music from the person because the music is that good. Take those suspects away, lock them up, throw away the key. I can focus over here on these individuals that are making outstanding music. That's simply it to me, you know?
Because I don't think Michael Jordan would ever say he surpassed Dr. J or whatever. And I would never say I surpassed any of these guys. But they hit a point where my moment is here. Right. You know what I mean? And naturally, through the progression of life, they not even interested in having their moment. They living their life. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo.
When did I say I listen to R. Kelly? I don't listen to no goddamn R. Kelly.
Yeah, good. I'm happy for you, Cole. Have your moment. I had that. Right. You know what I mean? But if you're not outside playing and blowing my mind with what you do, right, at the level that pushed me all of them years.
Kanye, okay, you want to know what I think about Kanye? Kanye needs to stay on his medication. That's what I think about Kanye.
Where the fuck do I look for the battery in my back? Yeah. You know what I mean? So that song is just a reflection of like a sadness that I did not even know I could put in words of like, yo, what do you do then when the people that you look to for your teenage years, you know what I mean, and your early 20s to like chase and catch? What happens when you now sitting in the seat that they were sitting in? Yeah. Not because you bumped them out. You ain't bumped them out, nigga. They just don't care to sit in the seat no more because they living their life. Right. You know what I mean? Life has become more important than whatever pursuit you want. Fact. So now.
Hey, let me tell you this. I ain't gonna look at what Quickie trying to say because you think I don't know what you trying to do? You trying to provoke people. I'm not falling for that. Listen, I don't listen I listen to way more Aaliyah than I could ever listen to R. Kelly. Let's just say that I still have Aaliyah on repeat. I got like at least 2 of her albums on repeat. I'm listening to Aaliyah. I'm not listening to Kels. You crazy? That man is a dangerous human being, bro. Hell no, I'm good.
I'm just here, like, so that song is about like me coming to terms with like, all right, that's not there no more.
Yeah.
What do you?
But I don't think Kels' music is that good. Bro, I'm sorry. If you listen to the lyrics of R. Kelly's tracks, you can't listen to the songs. You can't. That's dangerous. Okay, we're going to get into Discord after. We're going to talk. Don't worry.
You do. That was the original outro to the Fall Off.
Yeah.
Before it became a double disc.
I can see that.
Lonely at the Top was how I ended the Fall Off. And that's really how I was feeling. I'm like, all right, like, I ain't got it's not even fun no more. I ain't got nobody to chase.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then
looking around in the palace. And they're like, man,
yes, bro. Yes.
But I did want to touch, because the line specifically, you had mentioned, we would help them shake the rust off, and you felt that they became.
And then one final thing I got to say about R. Kelly. Give me an R. Kelly song where the lyrics do not sound crazy. Give me that song, and I'll go listen to it. Because, let me tell you something. I could never listen to the remix to Ignition knowing what he was doing to Aaliyah. You crazy? It's the remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Mama rolling that body, got every man in here wishing. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? No! Hell no!
Came sort of disenchanted or something along those lines, right? He's just kind of not having that same fire. And I think as a supporter, because I don't like saying
I appreciate it. I don't like that word either.
Yeah, because you get lumped in. You get lumped in with the with the other dude. As a supporter, I would see that. I would see like, oh, this artist dropped an album who I love, and I would see like, oh, okay, this was just rushed out. This was, I can see that the fire just wasn't quite there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, why don't they just lock in and do they practice? Are they sharpening their tools? Like, why is it just,
And sometimes I be feeling like sometimes in the.
Shut up. Anyway, do not listen to J. Cole as gospel, please. Focus on your own music. Focus on developing you. Focus on having outstanding music. The thing about the music industry in today's day and age is that if you want to experiment, do that on your own time. Don't be in the industry experimenting, because you need to know what to do when you're in it. And another thing is that you got to build your catalog. Because if you actually do want to have to sign some piece of paper, build your catalog so it's undeniable, so they can't help but notice you. That's what people got to do. That's the key. If you really care about signing some paper and being signed to this label, you have to build yourself up to be something so dangerous. They got to look at you like a secret weapon. Only then you can start to reap your rewards when you're in it. That's how you should do it. Once you understand that, once you get that part, then it's clear skies at that point. You know? I know y'all not in my chat talking about Led Zeppelin right now. I ain't even going to entertain that. Let me go ahead and see what Mika said. What did he just say? Did Cole just say he don't have nobody to chase? Is he serious? Girl, yeah. Yeah, he's serious. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is why I don't come to Cole. I'd rather go to Drake than go to Cole, if I'm going to be honest. Because if I was to sit in front of Cole to listen to him, the kind of word salad this man would make up, it'll be a waste of time talking to Cole. Because the problem is that he's so stuck in here that he doesn't notice what's going on out here. He's only in his head, but he's not out here noticing the environment. That's what's crazy about Cole. And if you continue to live only in here, the exterior is going to get darker and darker through your eyes to the point where you can't even see what's going on no more. Because you're so focused on yourself up here. Because you think you know what's right. When in reality, damn near everything you're saying makes zero sense. But it's cool though. If that's how you want to show the world who you are, don't let me stop you. But just understand, when they start to resell your tickets, I think you did something wrong. So, that's all I got to say. Y'all really out here talking about Led Zeppelin like I'm going to give a damn. How do you think I am? Excuse me? Yo, Ant, go to bed, bruh. This week has been big up Drake obscenely called him his son and now saying he has nobody to chase. He is conflicted. Exactly. Here come Bosley now. Jake Coleslaw is talking in circles. There you go. Right? So, it is what it is at that point. That's all I got to say. So, you know, it's cool. It's cool. We're just going to continue. We're going to keep moving forward. Who knows what kind of conversations are going to be out there for us. And yeah. Yo, Quickie, stop playing games, man. I'm not playing that. When it comes to R. Kelly, I'm not playing that. Sorry. That's a dangerous game you're playing, gang. I'm not doing that. I don't play like that. You crazy? So, it is what it is. Look, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, bro. We've been here for damn near, well, past 2 hours. I'll make sure to log in next time, Anthony. And fun fact, I can actually type. I don't know why it's like that there. So there's that. I'm going to get up out of here. I said I was going to give y'all 2 hours. We accomplished it. We're currently at 2 hours and 5 minutes. All right. Appreciate you, boss lady. You take care. Take care to everybody. I appreciate y'all. Hey, shout out to the MVPs of today. We got 3 MVPs. We got Mookie Moves of House of Laughter. We got Mika Red. That's another MVP. And as well, we got Shanice as an MVP. We got 3 MVPs. Shanice, you feeling better, by the way? I remember you said you were sick. So I hope you're getting well. I hope you're getting better. You already know, get well soon. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, shout out to all the moderators. All right. I'll never forget them, all the OGs. Shout out to the OGs. Shout out to the Flex Mob. Shout out to the Shadow Mob. I appreciate everybody equally. Thank you so much for y'all support. All right? It goes a long way. It helps. It really helps. Trust and believe me. So I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. I'm going to be in the Discord. So, hey, if one of y'all can share the Discord link so people can join, come tap in with the Discord. Trust me. With the conversation we're about to have over there, oh, yeah. Yeah, today's going to be a good day to talk. I'll tell you that. So make sure y'all tap in with the Discord. Appreciate you, Jordan. Take care. Have a good night, everybody. Listen, let's get up out of here, bro. Let's get up out of here, man. All right, man. Y'all know the spiel already, man. Hey, shout out to everybody. Thank you for stopping by. Shout out to the MVP. Shout out to the moderators. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that was listening in the background. I appreciate y'all equally. Thank you so much. Y'all know the spiel. Take care. Be well. Be safe. Stay true. Be you. Live long and long live. Peace. Have a great day. Have a great night wherever you are in this world. Don't forget to take care of yourself. Don't forget to take care of your peoples. And don't forget to be an outstanding individual out there in this world, all right? There go the Discord link. Shout out to Quickie for the Discord link. Make sure y'all tap in with us on Discord, y'all. Trust me. Trust me. You're going to love your experience over there. I'll tell you that. All right? Now, don't come in here with no drama. That's the one thing. That's the one main rule we got. Don't come in here with no drama. All right? We talk music a lot. Okay? We talk a lot of music. So we're going to keep it music. You know what I'm saying? Come tap in with us on the voice chat. Come check us out in the lounge. We always kick it up, catching a vibe. And it's just outstanding. Just talk to anybody in the Discord that's already there. They're going to let you know how good and how fun it is. You know, come join the Flex family. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm out of here. Peace. I'll see y'all on Discord.